I already have a base going, but we're gonna hop right in with the first look of the 3 Looks 1 palette with this Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. And I really wanna start with a matte green smoky eye, so that's what we're gonna do. And, okay, so random, but girls, I need your help. I'm so confused as to why this happened, but I just got a notification from YouTube saying that my analytics have changed, and I went from like a 60-40 split of women to men who watch my video to a 10-90 split. 10% women, 90% men. Why that happened, I have absolutely no clue. But I need to get off of the male side of YouTube like ASAP. So if you are a girl watching this, please like the video, share it, comment things that you want to see makeup wise, okay? I need to get off the man side of YouTube ASAP, okay? So I'm starting just with this brown in here, and I am working that into the crease. I start with a very small amount. My one beef with this palette is that there isn't a very good collection of transition shades. Like, all of the matte shades are quite deep. I mean, this one is the only kind of medium tone. All the rest are shimmers. So some other looks that I did for this video, I am using a different Wet n Wild palette to kind of make transitions easier, but I just also wanted to include some looks where I only use this palette. So that's what we're doing. But as you can see, it's not too bad to blend that dark brown out. It just might take you a little bit of extra time because it is so dark, and you just start with a very small amount on your brush. And then we're gonna go straight in. When I did a dark green smoky eye with this before, I used the About Face matte liquid eyeshadows as a base in a dark green, but today I'm just gonna show you guys how this looks just over concealer. Look, oh my gosh, that green. And dark green is one of those colors that looks good on every eye color. And give her an old blenderoo. If you can hear my son, apologies. I'm a mother first before anything else, and this is his house too, so he's out there playing, living his best life. And he might come in here. I'm gonna take this black along the lash line. And then I'm gonna take this highlight on the inner corner just a little bit, because I do want this to be pretty smoky still. Just here. Oh yeah, and then I'm also sorry if my camera angles change throughout this video. I'm still kind of working on my lighting and my camera angle, and I have to take my camera down. Well, it's just my phone, but I have to take my tripod down every time I'm done doing my makeup. Otherwise, my 1-year-old will get to it and break it. So that's why it slightly is gonna change. Forgive me, I'm so sorry. I'm just a girl with an iPhone and a dream, okay? Let me catch up my other eye, and I'm going to like dust off my bake, finish my face, and then we'll do like the lower lash line finishing touches. Let's do it. Okay, just did my powder steps, I did my eyebrows, and then I just hit a little bit of that highlight on the brow bone right there, and I want to just kind of match up the top with the bottom. But I honestly just want to put this like halfway, the green. Hold on. Why was I trying to do that with a gigantic brush? No idea. So for all of these looks also, I'm only putting on mascara, no lashes, because I feel like lashes just they kind of, in a good way or a bad way, mask the eyeshadow a little bit. So I'm only going to use mascara so that you guys can actually see what everything looks like. Here's the look. This is vanity lighting. Let me show you in daylight. All right, the rest of these looks are going to have to be a voiceover. So we are going in with look 2. And just a little side note, I just editing this video. I think I'm pretty much settled on the first look, like how the camera angle is and everything and the lighting, but you just let me know what you guys think. So for this look, I'm doing a little bit more of an approachable look that's maybe a little bit more for beginners. I'm sticking a little bit more to the browns in this palette, but since there aren't very many, I'm just going to use these 2 shades from this other Wet n Wild palette as transition shades, but also keep in mind that you can literally just use like your bronzer as this step. So you don't even really need this other eyeshadow palette. I just needed something else to show how you could transition between like a lighter brown and the deeper brown in this palette. And this is just going to be a more wearable kind of bronzy look. I'm just starting with like a lighter bronzer in the crease, and then with a very small brush, just using that dark brown from the Color Icon palette along the lash line and in that very outer third of the outer corner, and just barely bringing that into the crease, and then just going back with that original brush and giving that a nice little blend out. This is going to be definitely daytime appropriate glam over here, you know, workplace, school. This is something that like the type of eyeshadow that I wore a lot in high school. Just a nice little brown, little like a medium smoky eye, if you will. It's quick, it's easy, it looks good on everybody. You can wear it most often, more often than maybe any other eye look, because it's just the most wearable thing. So we're just going to keep blending that out. And then once that has a nice little blend to it, we're going to go in with this gorgeous bronze shimmer in this palette and put that all over the center portion of the lid. And then we're going to use one of the lighter shimmers on the inner third. I love to do this. It is the easiest, prettiest way to give a lot of dimension to your eye look. And it just makes your eyes just sparkle and look absolutely gorgeous. And there are some beautiful highlight shades in this palette too. We're going to use that lightest shimmer on the inner corner and the brow bone as well. So we just have a lot of sparkly, bronzy goodness happening in this look. And it's so flattering and so, so pretty. And then I'm also going to take that dark brown and make sure that I have a little bit of shadow along the lash line. I'm not going to do eyeliner or anything. I just usually don't. I feel like it doesn't really fit my eye shape. You of course can do liner if you want, but I always make sure to put whatever the darkest shade is on the lash line to give my lashes a little bit more fullness and define them a little bit. So just hitting that brow bone with the highlight shade, and then we're going to match the other eye, throw on some mascara, and of course showing you guys how the look looks in daylight. It's just so gorgeous, wearable, looks beautiful on every eye color. I just absolutely love the way that this came out. So now the final look that I'm going to show you guys is a really cool dark halo smoky eye. So we are starting with the gray in this palette on a small brush. On the inner and outer corner, I'm going to kind of pack that on, and then also connect those two in the crease, but really making sure that I avoid the center of the lid. And then just with a completely clean brush, I'm going to go and smoke that out and kind of blend it out. And then once that's nice and blended, I'm going to go in with another, just that same small brush and the black eyeshadow in this palette, and only put that on the inner corner and the outer corner. Don't even want to really bother putting any into the crease because that'll make it kind of look a little bit too muddy. So I'm just going to pop that black on the inner and outer corner and then give it a nice little blend as well, just to make sure everything is smoked out and very seamless. And then going in with that gorgeous bluish gray
dark shimmer on the center of the lid in that blank space. This is like the most beautiful space gray shimmer ever at the drugstore. It is so gorgeous, so pigmented, and it just catches the light like crazy. And then once that is on, I'm also going to take a really, really small brush. I mean, this is a tiny, tiny detail brush, and take a super light shimmer from this palette and pop that on the very, very center of the lid. This is going to make your halo eye looks really pop. It's going to make sure that the very center of your lid is what is catching the light with the shimmer, and it's absolutely gorgeous. For the bottom lash line of this look, I am not doing any black. I'm just using that gray matte eyeshadow on the bottom to make everything match up and kind of fit all together, but not any black, because I don't want it to be too dark and murky and look a little bit too much like a black eye, if that makes sense. And then of course just finishing off everything with mascara so you can just get the full look. And I just cannot believe this just looks so good, and I feel like you would just never know that it was a drugstore eyeshadow palette, especially when it comes to grays and blacks and just cool tones in general. It's very hard to find them to be so blendable, especially at the drugstore, and I just think they look absolutely gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know any other eyeshadow palettes that you want to see, a 3 looks, 1 palette, or any other makeup looks in general that you want to see in the future. I will link my other YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my TikTok down below if you want to follow me everywhere, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!